not so much about speculating as it is about buying your own home, feeling like you have a place to live that
Yes.
no one can take from you legally for 25 years or even 50, right? You
Welcome back to the channel, guys. We got another good one for you today. Today I'll be bringing you guys a way to secure land and buy that first home here in the Philippines. So again, I have some special guests with me. They're going to introduce themselves to you. But to my champions out there, you guys are the greatest. If you have not subscribed, and you like my content, hit the subscribe button. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Let's get right down to it. Introduce yourselves.
All right, my name is Carl Foster. I'm originally from the Kansas City area, most recently in North Carolina, and now in Cebu, in the Philippines.
All right, and you, sir.
I'm Ron Berger, originally from California, now in Florida, but retired and out here in the Philippines, looking around and getting my U.S. military retirement visa.
All right, I'm talking about 2 subscribers here to the channel, so we want to welcome them, give them that big thumbs up. Well, I want to get right into it, guys. Today's topic has been talked about for a long time on my channel. Why do I show so many condos, and why don't I show a lot of houses? Today we're going to tackle that. We're going to talk about a way for you to buy that home here in the Philippines, and for it to be in your name to have that secure purchase. All right, so we'll get to the guys here and talk about that program and get to the gist of this.
All right. So, our company is Philippine New Land Trust, and it is a nonprofit that is 100% owned by Filipinos. And essentially, what happens is a foreigner is able to identify a home that they like, that they can afford. We buy the home and put it in our name, and then turn around and provide a 25 or a 50-year lease, which is completely legal under Philippine law, in the foreigner's name. They're able to have all of the rights, all of the leasehold rights available to them by Filipino law.
Okay.
And that's what provides them with their security. So technically they do not own the home, they're leasing it for 25 or 50 years, but they're able to secure and control the property as if it's theirs.
All right, now is there anything that they would want to know out there, all these viewers that are watching today, regarding laws, or as far as any stipulations in the laws that would affect this at all? So again, for example, if I were here and I purchased one of these houses and I had a lease for 25 or 30 years and I married a Filipina, can I transfer it into her name right away and have the land and the property put into her name right away?
Absolutely. So one of the features of the PNLT program, the program we refer to as Home Secure, one of the features of Home Secure is that at any time you can transfer the property into the name of a Filipino, either a spouse or if you have a child
Okay.
that you that is a Filipino citizen that you want to transfer it into. That can happen at any time.
What kind of fees are with that?
So there will be, here in the Philippines, there's a transfer tax or an inheritance tax or whatever tax structure is in place at the time. There's talk
Okay.
about that changing, but whatever the tax is, there'll be that tax obligation and a processing fees to handle it, and that's it.
Okay. So as far as the program itself, that gives the viewers and foreigners a chance to secure land so they can actually have a home instead of having a condo. So you guys have been asking me about owning condos or owning homes here. We're giving you a way to purchase or again secure that land so you can actually purchase that house. Another question I had today when it came to purchasing land. If I wanted to build my own house, can I use your program to get the leased land into my name
Absolutely.
and then I can actually build my own home?
Absolutely. That's our land secure. And so it's under the same concept. You identify which property you want, we purchase it in our name and give you a 25 or 50-year lease for that, and then you can improve it in any way that you like.
Wow, guys. Now, Ron comes a long way. He's come from the U.S. He did have that little 30-hour flight.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here today? I know that you have some interest in this program. That's the main reason for being here, right?
Well, I'm a long-time real estate investor, and I own real estate in multiple states and countries, actually.
Okay.
So when I'm in a new country, I like to know the laws of the land and see if the investment makes any sense. But like we were discussing earlier, I do think there's a good investment opportunity here, but more importantly, this is not so much about speculating as it is about buying your own home, feeling like you have a place to live that
Yes.
no one can take from you legally for 25 years or even 50, right? You can get a second
Yes.
25-year extension if you live that long. And so I'm interested in learning more about the options of owning my own property as a foreigner in the Philippines.
Okay.
And there we go.
Another thing with that too is when we're talking about owning that property and it being in your name and you're actually leasing the land. Within that 25-year period, I were to pass away, but I do have a Filipino wife. How does that come into effect?
So if you pass away and you have a Filipino wife, then it would be transferred to her.
The lease, or does she own it?
Depending on her, it'll be her choice.
Okay.
She could continue the lease if should she want to, or if she wants to change it into her name, she could transfer it into her name. And that would probably be just a tax choice. So if she had the money to pay the taxes at that moment, then she could immediately transfer it to her name. If she wanted to hold off and put the money together to pay the taxes, then she could do that. She could remain in the lease until she had the money together to put together for the taxes, and then pay the taxes with transfer it at her leisure.
All right, I'm going to get down to the last question here for you guys. The most important thing to me is finding that perfect location. And from what I understand from this program, it does not matter where in the Philippines you buy this house. It doesn't matter the size of the house, how many bedrooms are in the house, but you can purchase any house. Is that correct for this program?
Any house
Or
in the
land.
country. Any house or land in the country. Absolutely.
So you could actually build your dream house from scratch, or you could find that dream house that's already been built with that indoor pool or 3 or 4 bedrooms, and now you're set for life.
Or 7.
Yep. Or 7 like the last one. Yeah. But again, that's a good thing. Again, a lot of my viewers have asked me the question about owning land, and they always bring that up. And now we're giving them a different avenue to secure that land and to build their dream home and or to buy that dream home that's already on land. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming on the channel today. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Is there anything else about the program you want to talk about? You think it would be very important to the viewers out there?
I would like to talk a little bit about just the value proposition, if I could take a moment.
Okay.
Because the way that the nuts and bolts of it work is a lot of people, including myself when I was coming over here, was like saying, okay, am I going to live a $1,500 a month or a $2,000 a month lifestyle or $2,500 even? But with this program, you prepay your lease, so you can do that out of savings or equity or whatever you bring over, and then your housing portion of your budget, which is 40-45%, goes away. And so you're looking at $1,200 to $1,300-1,400 a month, all in for a very, very
Long time.
nice lifestyle.
Yes.
And that happens for 25 years.
Right.
Wow. So
Exactly.
that is true, guys. So again, I am looking at this way. When I came to the Philippines, I had a $3,000 per month budget already set in place. When I actually got here, I found out real quickly that I could not spend $3,000. I would always, like I've told you guys in the past, I'd be somewhere between $1,700 and $2,200. Now again, when you take away all of my housing costs, we're talking about, just say $500 for my rent, talking about $100 for parking, $100 for electricity, then you have your Wi-Fi and things like that. You're looking at about $800 to $900 coming out of my budget. If I had a place paid for, now my budget is no longer $1,700 to $2,200, taking off about $1,000 of that. So now I'm living in the $1,000 per month range as far as budget.
Yeah, yeah. So you still obviously have your utilities, but yeah, all of the cost of the house and the parking in that case that you have, those would all be gone.
Already
So certainly-
consumed by the
Already
program.
consumed, yeah,
There's a certain peace of mind that goes with that. It goes
Exactly.
beyond speculating.
that's
It's
right.
just you have a roof over your head, it's paid for.
And
And these
roof-
places are concrete.
Roof is made of concrete, that's right, it's not coming
These are
down.
concrete.
That's right.
So again, the good news of today's interview is to say that not only do you have the opportunity to buy condos here, being a foreigner, you also have opportunities now to secure land and purchase homes here in the Philippines, which is a huge plus to all you guys out there.
Yep. And if you're an SRRV holder and you have a deposit, that deposit, this qualifies to get that deposit returned.
Right.
Correct. I was actually going to do that
Right.
with my,
So-
if I ever bought a condo, but now that they have this new program for housing, I may be doing that option.
That's right.
All right, well, I want to thank you guys for coming to the channel today. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And to all my champions out there, you guys are the greatest. If you have not subscribed, you like my content, hit the subscribe button. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Until next time, I think we all love the Philippines.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.